what's going on? Just sitting here in the park enjoying the sunlight today. I'm in Lima, Peru, downtown in kind of the waterfront area. Last 3 or 4 days have been pretty cloudy and kind of chilly and a little bit drizzly. A day or two ago we had a really big earthquake. I think it was 7.2 or something. So that was kind of interesting. It's almost like the earthquakes in Guatemala. The building really shook, and it lasted, I don't know if it's a minute or two, but it felt like it was. Normally the earthquakes are a little bit less and they don't last that long. Anyways, I'm just sitting in the park, you know, taking in the sun. It's still kind of chilly though. Anyways, this is a short video on the kind of new economy we have. I keep saying in my videos, Peru's quite a bit like the US, so if you're looking to live in Latin America and you want to transition into an economy that's more like the US, and I don't know how to put this, but making the adjustment here is a lot less than, say, moving to Mexico or Guatemala. But again, this is my opinion. Things here are quite a bit like the US. Also, the cost of living is quite a bit higher than other parts of Latin America, but the transition is a lot easier here, especially if you don't have a lot of Spanish. But anyways, what I mean by the new economy is the gig economy. Just an example, an acquaintance of mine, she gives rides. She doesn't use an app. She does that in Phoenix, and she does $10 and $20 rides usually. And what you do is you just text her and put in your destination. She tells you how much it's going to be. Usually it's under 20. But anyways, people like that can advertise on Craigslist in the ride shares. That's just an example of how people make money now, because here, even in the US too, there's not a lot of people with full-time jobs anymore. Anyways, what I've noticed here is they have that too quite a bit. Like they have Uber and they have the other one, but here they use an app that's unique for Peru. I forget what it's called, but here they have a lot of apps like that where, like, if you want to ride a bike and deliver food, you can do that. You can walk dogs, things like that, give people rides. It's very common here, and a lot of people do it. Now, if you go through the apps, of course, you're going to have to give them you'll have to probably give them your local ID numbers and tax numbers for here, your RUC. But it's the way people make money here, and you can do okay for a part-time income. Not maybe not full-time, but my point is the days of full-time jobs that pay very well seem to be over for quite a lot of people. An example of a lot of people here who are struggling is like the Venezuelans. They don't usually have tax ID numbers and local ID, so they have a hard time getting jobs, so they can do some of these things. The way they get around it is they use a local, even with the pictures and stuff that you're supposed to send in, you can still get around that. Other people, they just use their IDs and stuff and sign up that way. So if you want to earn income that way and you have a working knowledge of Spanish, you could do that. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not giving legal advice either, but with all these apps, you can sign up online and have your girlfriend or friend do it for you, and then, you know, provide the service yourself. And since most of these services pay into bank accounts, you know, you just withdraw through an ATM machine or card, or your associate who does all this for you. So it could be a low-profile way of earning some income and taking advantage of the new gig economy. But for most foreigners, I would suggest just using their gig jobs they've lined up through their apps through the States or Australia or whatever. But there's way more I could say about that. But it's now a popular way to earn income. And I just noticed it. I just wanted to make a video outlining all the gig jobs you see here, like walking dogs, people driving people. It's more than just Uber. It's a lot more. Anyways, it's what people do here now, and with the lack of full-time jobs, especially in the U.S. and here, since Peru is a lot like the U.S., I noticed that people do that quite a bit. And that's just a few examples of what people do here. I'm not going to go through them all, just because I want this video to be small. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, and I'll just show you a little bit going on here in Lima. Right up there, I don't know if you can see it, I kind of doubt it, but there's a parachute dude. They have little motors on them, and then you sit in the front and the guy sits in the back who guides it. Anyways, that's something you can do. You can do that in the Guatemala too. It's just maybe a little bit more expensive here than Guatemala. There's a walking path over there. There's a guy exercising. There's where people live up there. Those are kind of the high rises. This is the nice area of town where a room might cost you $1,000. It's pretty safe though. Anyways, there's the water. I don't know if you can see the surfers down there, but they're all in wetsuits now. It's pretty chilly now, even with the sun out. There's the glider. They take off, you basically jump off the cliff here. Not unlike Guatemala. But they got motors on them, so they're pretty cool. You're not going to fall into the water or anything. There they are. A couple more. They don't do the loop-de-loops like they do in Guatemala. They're a little bit safer here. Buenas. And then there's a lighthouse right up there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.